Hello and welcome. I'm here to tell you a story. This isn't going to be anything too action-packed, but it's a great story nonetheless. This story took place in a town in Northern Ireland called Enniskillen during my childhood. It's a story that I forever remember. But before I get into that, I'd like to tell you some things about myself. My name is Charlie Bucket. I have a father and 4 grandparents. Of course, I had a mother, but let's not get into that yet. Anyway, we all lived in a small cottage and didn't have much. We were poor and tried our best to make some money. My dad worked at a toothpaste factory, screwing the caps on toothpaste. My mom took care of the 4 grandparents, and the grandparents were just there. They told me stories about their past and how much better they were. Grandpa George was an accountant, Grandma Georgina was in the telephone business, Grandma Josephine was a plumber, and Grandpa Joe was a comedian. Nowadays, they're all bedridden and have been like that for the past 20 years. One day, my mom died, causing my dad to quit his job and fill in his wife's shoes as house husband. This meant that I had to do part-time jobs after school to earn money. Anyway, let's get into the story right now. It all started one school afternoon. I, alongside everyone, was rushing outside as the bell rang, telling us to go home. They were heading to a local candy store feasting on delectable sweets. Meanwhile, I was heading to my part-time job, but I stopped and stared at everyone having fun at the shop. Then I went back. Late, It's payday, sir. Right you are. Thank you.
Hey!
Are you okay, sir?
You think I'm not? Oh, a paperboy. Well, paperboy, I'll have you know I get my news on the internet. I don't need your newspaper.
I know everyone doesn't read the newspaper much nowadays, but I'd like to see others do so. Wow, look at that candy, and every bit of it made by the great Willy Wonka himself.
Bah! That glory hound! He ruined Slugworth!
Slugworth?
Of course, anyone who's heard of Wonka hasn't cared to hear of Slugworth, or any other chocolatier.
Why do you care about this, Slugworth?
Because I'm going to say this word for word, and you better not tell anybody about it.
Okay, sir.
Long ago, Slugworth was the finest chocolatier in all of Enniskillen. But then, a man came into town and opened up a small sweet shop. This gained the interest of some of his customers, and the jealousy of Slugworth himself. Eventually, that same man would go on to create the biggest chocolate factory in the entire world. That man was Willy Wonka. Wonka was the greatest chocolatier in the world. So great, to be greater than him was impossible. This provoked other rival chocolatiers, Slugworth included. While the others tried to steer people away from Wonkas with promotions and contests, Slugworth did something not so nice.
What did he do?
He stole from Wonka. He sent in spies dressed as workers to secretly steal Wonka's secret recipes in hopes of steering people away from Wonka. Wonka took notice of this and had no choice but to close his factory. Forever.
Were you a spy?
Yes, I worked for Slugworth as an employee. Anyway, we all thought Wonka was done for. But in about 1 year later, the factory started working again, and more delicious candies came out than ever before. But the gates stayed locked, so that nobody could ever go in and out.
But somebody must be helping Mr. Wonka work the factory.
Thousands must be, but no one knows who. Anyway, now that you know the full tale, you better not tell this to anybody. Agreed?
Agreed.
Then off you go,